So we're back here with Steve Zalunardo, and this is year 2, right? Year 2.
Yeah, well, it's an anniversary.
First year anniversary, right? So it was fun last year. We came in, we tried some coffee, we talked a bit, and then we're back with an exclusive episode of Chat with Steve.
Absolutely.
The original remade for 2019, right?
Well,
so let's get right into it, man. How are you feeling, Steve? What's going on? How are you doing?
Yeah, no, dude, feeling great, buddy. Honestly, it's been a year. I think last year when we did this was the first year we really gone social with anything.
Yes.
And I'm usually a privateer. I'm an introvert by nature, so it was the first year going into like exposing my life, my family, and stuff like that. So it was good. It was amazing, buddy. We had a great year. I think it was going from 2017 to 2018. It was a little uncertain because the market came off this big hype and then it just dropped right out.
Right.
And then ultimately it was good. We reconverted everything, as you were a big part of that too.
Yes.
You and Chris. Ultimately we got into Mondays with Steve, Chat with Steve.
There was a lot of with Steves. Yeah.
The podcast East Meets West with Hussein Kabani, my good buddy from the East End. And what else did we do? We did
this year
ton
you
of
did
videos though, right?
Your customer appreciation.
Customer appreciation, every year that's the third annual, but this year we had 150 people show up. We counted with kids included.
It was fun, yeah. It was
amazing,
really fun.
it
It
was
was
different.
different.
It's good
You had
to get
everything
back.
there. You had popcorn, you had things for people to do. You had giveaways, you had a lot of prizes, stuff like that, right?
That was fun.
The market, or not even the market. Definitely, how did you do? How did you feel you fared in real estate the first? Or this year versus last year versus the
18
year
and 17.
Yeah.
So different years, right? So 2017, you could have, as long as you were breathing, you were an amazing real estate agent. Yeah, there's no skill involved, right?
Right.
Naturally. And 2018 was probably my most favorite year in my career, I would imagine, because it was finally you if you were good at what you did, and you showed value to your clients, and you worked extremely hard, you were getting the job done and doing numbers at the same time.
Correct.
So the good thing is in 2017 and 2018, I aligned the same amount of like commissions earned and deals.
Oh,
actually, I think there was a few more deals completed.
Correct.
Compared to 17.
So do you feel, and I'm going to catch you off guard with this, but do you feel the impact that you've made is a consistency that you can allude to starting off with social as being a bigger push for 2018?
Yeah.
You feel that kind of like propelled it a little bit further? Getting your face out there, getting people into your life, right?
Yeah.
Figuring out how the heck you work, right?
I think it was amazing. Why? The reason is because I'm usually chatting around, other realtors and stuff like that, and a lot of that my information that they would take that information and provide it to other people, and it was stemming from my base.
Right.
So now I'm giving it out. So so if anyone's copying it,
you're making it public now. You're making it public.
They can't really copy it. They're gonna have to translate it into their own words. But I mean, it's pretty good. I think it's good. Even awareness, because not too many. So everyone glorifies real estate. We watch these television shows. It's like, like I watch $1 Million Listing. I'm a fan of the show. I love it. But a lot of that's bullshit, right? That's the good portion. That's like the 5 to 10% where they're always signing a contract or getting a deal made at the shows their commission at the bottom corner, 400,000 to 500,000. Actually, and in the cars are wild and everything like that. But the real thing about real estate, it's 24/7. It's not a gimmick. It is the honest to God truth. And there's huge highs and huge lows. So if you can't control that balance, it'll tear you from the inside out. And if you see a lot of people in sales, they only last so long, and it is what it is. And going like 2017, I'm not afraid to admit it, but every year in real estate, in sales, I would have a mental burnout because you would be pushing night and day. But 2018 was the first year I got everything right and balanced, which was fantastic.
And you kept saying that.
If you watch all my videos, it's probably 100 times.
Yeah, no, you said you did not have a mental breakdown that year.
So happy
and
with
I think it's because you were able to put things in perspective.
For sure.
And then put different things together to align to have a better strategy, I guess, right? For sure. Your strategy was key in 2018, I guess, right?
Strategy was key, but I tell you one thing, it was, imagine, I calculate every day I'll record how many hours I work.
Correct.
And so I have like a proper system that I've created where I can follow what I do, right? So it tracks how much time I spend working. Right. So I think last year I put in an additional 1,000 hours. I don't know what that converts to in days and weeks. But so you 60,
monitor
70,
even down to that?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
That's actually that's cool.
Yeah, so
a lot of people can't even do that.
But so like I always mention, I'm a businessman before real estate agent, right? This is why I run everything like it's. We're talking about expensing on listings. If you're only making $10,000 and you spend $1,500 on photography, it's 15% of your gross profit, right? You got to be smart with that. Like I'm just trying to say, like there's certain times you got to expense, right? But so a lot of people in my industry won't look at that as they're looking at it's only 10K, but then 50% of that has to go to the government, and then forget about HST, it's separate. But then ultimately there's expenses incurred during the listing, and then plus you got to pay Remax. What are you left with? So 10,000 looks like $2,000 after.
I get what you're saying. So
you're going to spend 15% just on let's say on some photography.
It's quite a big portion of your profit, really. At the end of the day.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Anybody running a business would not.
And you alluded to it. No, but you alluded to it that a lot of these people in the real estate market are real estate agents. You're a business owner
for sure.
Correct.
For sure. Yeah. And we've look at this. This is my 8th fiscal year.
Yep.
And and we were chatting when we got in regarding this. I just still don't feel successful as a real estate agent or in real estate in general. But we've accumulated like 6 properties. We got a townhouse development up north. Naturally, we can't get it going to where it needs to be because the market shifted. But it's there. It's my property. It's paying for itself. I got nothing to worry about it. And all the stuff that we've done in the meantime. We've got REITs. We put money in Miami. Like we're moving stuff, and I still feel like we're in slow motion, right?
Compared to everything else.
But again, I always say like, where do you put your money?
Well, the fun thing is you've been pushing, you've been working, and you've been doing everything else. I also understand that this chat with Steve segment that we kind of started last year kind of took on a mind of its own. It like started here, and then you kind of took it and ran with it, right? And then ultimately you started interviewing personalities that either were part of your life at one point or another, or you've interacted with, or you've done something with throughout the year, right? I'm gonna put you on the spot, but I'm gonna ask you, what was your favorite chat with Steve episode from last year in 2018?
Well, how many did we do? 6 or something?
Yeah, maybe 6. Yeah, 6.
Yeah,
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So some were good. Like there was a few. I liked Nelson with the Mercedes was good too.
Yes.
It's just sound. So as we were progressing, it was getting better.
It was getting better. Yeah. You started like everything else. You started off early.
It was like then there was bad lighting, then I bought lighting. Then there was bad sound, then I bought sound.
Correct.
And it was so. I think by the time we got to Mom Unity, Vanessa Giuliani, I think that was really probably the best. We had the sound, and she's obviously bubbly and energetic, and she's used to being on camera, so she was, that was a great interview. And again, she provided a lot of great information.
So her name?
Vanessa Giuliani.
Vanessa Giuliani. Okay, perfect. Yes,
yeah. From Mom Unity.
Sorry, I'll let you.
Yeah, so she provided a lot of great information, even just to people getting into social media promotion and stuff like that, because her whole basically career is based off of let's say Instagram and social media stuff like that.
And people that don't know about her, what does she do?
So what she creates is she creates like a marketplace. So basically, now she's got this massive place up on Teston and Kiel.
Yes.
Or is it in Teston Road, Teston and Western area, and basically 60 vendors. They're mompreneurs, a lot of mompreneurs that come out.
That's the word.
Yeah, that's the word. I learned that actually in that chat. Yeah, fair enough. So basically, she'll it's a place for these mompreneurs to sell their product, right?
Yes.
It's a good collaboration. So this is going back to your saying this year we got a lot more social, and that was part of it. So we did, we hired you guys on to take care of our social media and everything basically. Like poor Chris gets his. Chris is actually standing.
Chris is right behind the camera.
I actually calmed down because I feel bad.
You'll see Chris
later on. It's like 10 p.m. The PM taxes and stuff like that. We're just gonna keep going, right?
Yes.
Because it's such a world we have to be. We have to keep recreating it. And I feel even now like. All these conversations we have, some of them maybe heated, some not, but ultimately it's for the better cause, right?
100%.
That's what it's all about.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. So we touched on a little bit of your chat with Steve and the way you elaborated. You touched on a podcast. You got into a podcast.
Yeah. So me and Hussein, a good buddy of mine, we're from the same company, but we have about 11 offices. But he's on the East End, which is like Scarborough area, Pickering, and I'm on the West End.
Yes.
So basically, all we're doing is recording our typical conversation.
Right.
Like that's a little bit more structured, but that's typically if you record, if you actually listen to our conversation on the phone or in person, it's the same.
No, you're so
intensity.
right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've heard them talk in a room, and it's basically like if somebody actually just came while they're talking and just dropped the camera, and just literally said like have a conversation, right? So how is that? Your first time doing a podcast, you've never done a radio show before. It's new to you.
Fair enough.
You just jump right in and just
jump right in. And I think going into it, I told Hussein, like ultimately, if we're gonna do it to like beautify things and just not be real, let's not do it, because I don't want to portray that. So for me, like number one is integrity in everything I do. Doesn't matter what it is. It has to be at the top, right? So I think with that, we went in with it with just being straight. And so, I'm controversial naturally, but I'm going to speak my mind. So maybe Hussein's a little bit more political than I am naturally, but I mean, it's good. It's a good show. And there's a lot of great information for people, like sellers, buyers, even realtors themselves, professionals, because there's so much. We talk a lot about a mindset. I know you guys have a mindset podcast too, but I mean, it's like a lot of it a mindset because I believe in it. I've been working at my mind, like, for the last 7-8 years, like intensely, right? To come, where I am now.
Try to build it up, right, and try to get to a place, right?
It's no, it's basically education's one part. You go to school and get all the education. But that doesn't teach you the real world. So
that's correct.
So now I'm self-taught and saying, I read what I want, I listen to what I listen to, I take courses. What I want to courses.
Yeah, you do read. You are reading a lot, and you're getting the inspirational quotes going. I know you got a lot of that going. Now, for everybody that I know, some people have watched. There's actually more people listening to your podcast now.
Yeah,
before, obviously, when you
get how many subscribers?
I don't know the exact. Maybe, probably consistently, right? But we have the counts, and you're almost up to 500 views in the times or listens that people have. So there are people consistently listening. And then you've got the ears of course, the real estate agents or the people in your industry. But for those that didn't even get a chance to even listen to a minute of it, if you guys have a 30-second pitch to say, hey, this is what we do, this is why you should tune in, what would it be?
I think if you're 30-second pitch for our podcast, ultimately you're going to get real information, no bullshit, and you can actually take the information, translate it into what you want it to be, and actually do something with it. So even though there's some of them are short, some of them are long, but there's so much information there that you can turn that into anything in your life to make it successful. Not to say that I'm Bill Gates, a billionaire, but I mean there's a lot of information there that we've taken. You gotta remember, I've been in coaching like for almost 6 years, or imagine 6, 7, but over $100,000 in coaching I spent. So that's coming from real estate coaching up to neuro-linguistics programming like NLP, being certified in an NLP program in Canada. So it's a lot of money spent internally. Invested in myself, and this can translate even when talking with clients, negotiating deals for clients. There's so much that goes into it. And one of our podcasts where Hussein was talking, could we ever get automated or something like that? I think it was actually yesterday's podcast. But it's impossible. No. Because if you look at just my background with the NLP, like how even to negotiate deals with, let's say, a buyer's bringing an offer, there's so many layers that goes into it. The prep work, It's just it's like foreplay, man.
No, we
might want to cut that out.
No, not cutting it out. We're keeping it in. No, but it's true though, and I think one of the things is as you're selling yourself as a real estate agent, or you sell yourself as somebody in the industry. For sure. People don't know a lot of that, and that's cool to know that. Hey, you're not only getting Steve, you're getting Steve with this amount of knowledge, and that knowledge is going to be used to your best interest 100%. To help you out, essentially, right? And that's the cool thing about what you guys talk about, because you guys don't only talk about necessarily what's going on. You help people with financing, you help people put their money to the right places, and those are the things people should be listening to on your podcast, right? 100%. So hey, listen, I'm a listener, and we work with them, but we're listeners, and there's a lot of people that have come up to us and said that they've gotten information from your industry as well too, and it's taught them. We've had real estate agents actually in our podcast. Don, Chris's friends, has actually been featured in our podcast. And he's even said he's gotten some advice from you guys as well too.
It's great information, honestly. And going back to like you're talking about financing, like it's so important. Like people forget about that stuff. But even just paying the government, and
how to properly structure and set it up.
So look, by end of January, my corporations are all paid up in taxes, all my rental properties. And my personal, like income tax, all paid.
Wow.
Yeah. People say, why? You don't have till May. Yeah, but May you can screw yourself up.
Right.
Pay the man
Get
and go make more money.
Right?
Yeah.
No, Chris and I know. We actually just did the taxes the other day. Oh my God, we're crying still. Like we're still crying. Like we still gotta pay a lot.
Yeah, but you should listen to one of the podcasts. I tell you how to split up your money so you don't screw up.
I know.
And you write a check and you overpay the government.
Yes.
In a sense, so you get the money back. So that's actually it's just weird, man, honestly.
No, hey, listen, we're listening. We are listening.
I tell you one thing. I have a client. It's a similar. We're small business. Actually, I have one employee, personal assistant, and now I just hired on a buyer associate.
Nice.
Which is kind of exciting.
You're growing.
Yeah, like and I'm real, like I want to get into building development more, but I mean, I'm here in real estate. I'm gonna knock it out of the park. So get like-minded people that are ready to kick butt in real estate. So. Going back to just the way the splitting of the money, right? Like it's so important. Yeah, correct. And so going back talking to my friend. Yes. So I have a small business. He's got a large business, like 40 to 60 employees. Maybe that's a mid-sized business, but anyway, he's got the same issues as I do. With he's got to move money over to pay the salaries, and you're always dipping into your savings, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's crucial, though. It's crucial to just do it the right way. Yeah. That's what you teach, and that's what.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's
a life lesson. Yeah.
Life lessons. That would be key. Yes, correct. No, that's
physical, mental, financial, family.
So it's not only you don't only watch it for real estate, guys.
No.
Watch it for everything else, and then you're definitely gonna get some tips on real estate inside there as well too. So that's cool. That's wicked. All right, cool. So all things considered, Toronto market's literally heating up. We've got people throwing chairs off balconies in downtown Toronto.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, crazy. That lady, I have no idea what's in her mind. But aside from a chair coming from like 30 stories down, what should people be looking at with the upcoming spring market? And I know you do this Monday morning update thing, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of verbiage in there. There's a lot of cool things that some people know, some people don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
What the heck is inventory? And explain that to us, and what should we be looking for? Do you explain that in your Monday morning?
So basically, Mondays with Steve is basically just a recap of what happened over the week past, plus what to look forward for during the week. So it keeps me accountable too. Kind of like refreshes in my mind, kind of what happened and what we're moving on to. And again, just with the inventory. Mm-hmm. So the inventory is very important. A lot of people don't understand this in my industry, let's call it, because. It's economics 101. The less inventory, the more money you're going to get naturally. You got more buyers, and you're going to capitalize in the market.
Correct. So supply and demand, I guess, right?
Supply and demand. Right. So it's economics 101. But so look at this period right now. We're in February, end of February. I've been begging clients, end of Jan, we got to start getting your house prepped for first, second, third week of Feb. Get on the market and get going.
Yes.
And some listen, maybe 80% listen, some don't. They were waiting for the green grass and the flowers. Fair enough. It's so much. Listen, maybe that's a different circumstance. They don't want to get on, but right now is the best time. Look at the inventory. We're selling 1,500 units a week are coming onto the market. My last recap, and 665 of them are actually selling. Wow, so it's almost 50%. Of the inventory coming on and coming off. Right. So it's an ebb and flow market. It's if you picture
it's moving.
Beach.
It's moving like a conveyor belt.
The wave is coming.
Yes,
coming back. Keep shooting the wave in and pulling it back, retracting. So look at it. So now we've listed, some large listings right now: 2.6 million, 1.4 million, a few other properties, and we're getting a ton of buyer showings. Right. And for 1.4 million, especially in my specific area here in Nobleton, it's at the height of the market. This was a very cheap price, but in today's market, that's it's very expensive.
Yeah, correct.
And I'm getting 4 to 5 showings booked in a day. Wow. So
people are coming. People are viewing it.
I'm hoping to actually sell this one over the weekend. But anyway, so people are coming and properties are moving, which is great, right? And houses that I couldn't sell, let's say in 2017, in 2017, we were forced to lease them out for a year because I told my clients honestly, even though it affects my bottom line, if you can hold the property, just lease it out for a year. We'll look at it in a year, which we did, and we just sold a few of them now. Farm property and also a condo. We couldn't move for the life of us.
Nice. Yeah. So this is the time. This is when people are getting prepped, and you say that to people as well too, right? Get it up, get it out. Don't wait for these flowers to come blooming.
1,000%. And there's no. It's more of a technical decision rather than let's say salesman bull crap.
Correct. Yeah.
Where it's anytime it's time to list. Listen, no, it's not you don't want to be in the summer months. You're
Right.
like right now. It's like think about this. Yesterday, I got to the office at 7:30, which I normally do, but it was my mind was so clear because the weather's starting to change. The sun,
correct.
the daylight,
Yes.
and 1 hour of work was like 3 hours. on like let's say last month.
Right.
So everyone's feeling the same thing,
Yes.
the same energy, and people are coming out, pushing through the weather and buying and
Yes.
moving product, right? So yeah.
So they're looking, and so it's the time now to get it on the market, get it out. I love the fact that these Monday mornings, they're all different. Obviously,
Yes.
it's not the same stuff that you're telling people,
Yeah.
and it's different. And then you also do like a quote at the end,
sure.
to get people like going on their week, right? so tell us about that.
Yeah.
I know you read a lot of books. I know,
Yeah.
like you said, you invest a lot of time in yourself, and obviously your knowledge and everything else. The inspiration. Does that's what drives you, obviously, right? But you're self-inspired, but you look for other sources to give you a bit of inspiration too. And then is that what you're doing, kind of like giving it back to your audience?
For sure, I think so. I think nobody talks about, but mental. There's so much mental issues in today's society. I think, and a lot to do with how fast everything's moving. We
Right.
can't catch up, and nor are we grateful for anything that we have. And I don't know, maybe this is too serious for this, but
No, it's okay.
but it's
okay.
no one's really in touch with
Correct.
no one's in touch with anything, right?
Right.
So nobody knows how to enjoy themselves. I think it's creating a lot of stress on them, right? So and I could be one too. I could be guilty of that too sometimes, right?
We
But
all are.
at least I
Aware
understand.
of it.
I'm aware of what's happening, and I'm trying to like just calm down, bring
Correct.
it back, bring
Correct.
it back, like
Correct.
just
Yeah, try to, and then you dissect it too.
I dissect it, and yeah, it's one of those things. You just gotta be careful with the mind. So it's
Right.
just giving out basic quotes and stuff like that I use
Yes.
to better
Daily.
myself daily. Yeah, for sure. I read, pray, meditate,
Wow.
exercise daily. Like
Yes.
there's like time I wake up at 5:30. By the time I get to the office at 7:30, it's just like, could you imagine? So meditation, prayer, journal. I journal
Yes.
every morning.
Wow.
Yeah, journal, and then ultimately, at the gym, back, get ready, then head to the office. Get to the office, then there's more routines where it's like read on my prophecy letter that I've written.
Wow.
I write out a prophecy letter a
Yes.
year in advance.
Yes.
So yeah.
So you reflect.
So fair enough. So
Yeah.
I basically it's a prophecy. So it's basically what I want to see happen in 2019.
Wow.
So it starts something like, what a great year we had in real estate. We closed 55 transactions,
Yes.
closed over 717,000. We sold our land for half, or $2 million in gross. Just
Yes.
breaking it all down. But it's not just a financial part. You
No.
break it down into family. So we had an amazing vacation with our family. We went out to Disney, which we just booked. So
Oh, nice.
so, but the prophecy comes true. 70. I've been doing this for 5 years. God bless Matthew Ferry from NLP. He taught me how to do this,
Oh,
right?
nice.
Or just put us onto it.
Yes.
Honestly, about 70 to 80% of this prophecy comes real every year.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's incredible.
amazing.
And you write it as a letter. Anyway,
That's
so that's
amazing.
what. So I'll read out that, and
Yes.
I'll read out my affirmations in the morning. There's my business goals,
Wow.
and then after that, I go into like say, I like to watch people get interviewed. Sort of, I guess they're like vlogs, I guess.
100%.
Yeah, and it's just basically very successful people. It doesn't have to be financially, just amazing at their craft.
Yes, correct.
And just to see how their mindset works, how their mind's moving, right? Because
Wow.
these are the 1% of the population. So I kind of get influenced
You
by
get
that, seeing how these guys are moving.
Yes. That gets your gears going, kind of.
Yeah, it gets the gears going, but also it's relatable, right? It's like, wow, he's doing that, and
Yes.
I think we can do it on our end too. It's
Why not?
Very, very easy.
Right.
Everyone has to put their pants on one leg at a time in the morning, right? So we're
Right.
all
We're all the same.
We have the same chance.
Right.
It's just who's working at it, who's not. So yeah,
That's amazing.
so that's by 8:30. Then the day starts. So it's 3 hours in the morning, just for myself. Sounds
when
selfish.
you find time to do these Monday, no, I'm joking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear your
yeah.
schedule now, but you're basically giving people a piece of you in that time that you do in the Monday, right? You're
Yeah.
giving them something.
It's just 60 seconds. I mean,
That's
you guys,
amazing.
You guys wanted me to
Shorten
shorten
up.
up that.
Yeah, you're correct. So we met him and we're talking to him and we're trying to
Make it
find
more
ways
concise.
to make it more concise.
Yeah.
And then you're realizing more and more that it's more of something that it's a tradition. It's a routine,
Yes,
and it's
yes.
something that you have to put in and bottle up into a minute, and then we extend it onto YouTube because you have a YouTube
Yes,
channel
fair
as
enough.
well
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So on your YouTube channel, we give you the extended version.
No, it's good.
Of everything,
We've done
which is
it. And this is
perfect.
what we brainstormed the
Yes.
last time we met. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
just to keep that, because people's attention spans are not as.
No.
And I'm guilty of that too. So
Right.
if I have like 3 minutes and I think it's really good, but it's like people want 15
Yeah,
seconds.
Right. Yeah, people are just like
we're not doing anything. So, but it's good. Like we'll do the 60 seconds, very concise, and
Yes.
we'll have like a lead off to another platform, which is good.
Yeah, man. So I also heard that you also love your wine. You do love it. You're not a. I guess we call you a wino. Are you a wino? Winos are the people that are really.
Yeah, no, I like it. Like I don't.
You like it. Yeah, you don't overdose.
I don't need to drink it, every day.
Correct.
But I like my wine for
Correct.
sure. And we make homemade wine.
That's what I was gonna
We make
ask.
homemade grappa. We make homemade everything.
Well, that was the second
Italian
one. I'm not
culture.
even gonna try to pronounce that grappa. But we thought last
You
time.
should try grappa today. A little bit. Just
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Well, you're on the same wavelength as me because I'm about to say we tried the espresso last time. I think this this episode we need to try
we'll
wine.
get those grappa glasses right now.
What?
Go to the
Done.
cantina.
I will hold you to it. Let's go try some wine.
He couldn't take the espresso.
I can't take the espresso. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the
But
grappa
if you
or
mix the
grappa.
grappa in the espresso, it's perfect.
So what does that mean? What's the translation?
For grappa?
Yeah.
So grappa is basically it's a Romanian product of when you make wine. It's the pumice.
Oh.
So when you squish your wine,
Yes.
squish it and you got like all the pumice that's left over.
Right.
Basically what you do with that is you kind of like loosen it all up. You put it in a distillery pot. You distill it
Wow.
into alcohol. And so the Italians, we didn't throw anything away. Make sure we got the
You used
last
everything out of
yeah,
your
fair enough.
resources, right?
So grappa so we're Northern Italian. My dad is from Treviso, so this is where like the heart of where grappa's made. Anything grappa wise, it's made there in this like Veneto region. And so grappa back in like the last whatever 100 years, always for the impoverished people, right?
Okay.
Like wealthy people drank cognac or brandy and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And,
then,
so poor people would drink the grappa.
they got the leftovers. Really?
No, but it was good spirits, but it wasn't aged.
Right.
So because cognac is basically grappa aged. I made that too. I have that downstairs.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah, it was brandy because whatever. Anyways, but it's so. But now it's actually a very trendy thing to drink grappa. Now it's like even the wealthy do
See
it.
how
right?
far it's come though?
Well, yeah, people are trying to find things.
That's crazy. Well, listen, grappa me. Let's go take some. Let's do it, man. I'm ready. All right, wait. We went down like 16 flights of stairs. We finally made it down here. It's freezing as hell, but apparently this is supposed to be this temperature because obviously the wine. It's a wine.
Yeah. We're probably 5 to 10 degrees, right? So it's perfect temperature for wine. Especially grappa's gonna taste ultimate right now.
So I'm gonna try this grappa.
Yeah.
But before I do, guys, premium water here. Steve Zalunardo. Get your Zalunardo
Grab
water.
that cask. Grab that cask.
Oh yeah.
Pick that up. Pick that up.
Look at that. Look at this.
Read what that says.
Wow. Brandy barrel. What?
There's
the
no.
heck? There's nothing.
No, that's actually gone here.
What?
That's cognac, right?
Wow.
So I
See this?
Make it my old spirits.
This is what you need. You want to just take care of somebody? It's a barrel, Donkey Kong style. So, we're here now. I need to be grappa. Tell me what I'm tasting. Tell me what the heck
So I'm
about
trying to
drink.
culture you in the Italian, especially Northern Italian.
Mhm.
First we gave you the coffee.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna give you the grappa, and then next time we're gonna mix the espresso with the grappa.
No, I need some
cafe
food.
corretto.
I need some food next time. Every single
Oh,
time
fair enough.
I'm drinking
That's
now,
my wife.
That's
My
what I mean. Next time we're doing the food.
Here, let's
Yes.
let's pour this. So this is my little grappa collection here, and then actually all this is all homemade stuff. I probably have about 40 liters of grappa, maybe more here. But anyway, I'm gonna pour some great stuff I bought from Italy. I just came back in August, so this is from the Veneto region where we're from. So Bassano di Grappa, and it's Nardini Distillery. So I was actually shooting this down in the factory down in Bassano di Grappa.
So it's straight from home.
Yeah, and it's so good. You've never had much like beautiful refined grappa. Chris, you gonna have one too?
Chris is definitely. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try to consume all of that grappa.
No, you got.
And then
maybe you don't shoot it though.
No, I won't shoot it.
It's not bad tequila, right? I'm pouring. This is like my price
This is
possession.
your price. No,
I gotta
I
go
want-
back to Italy to get this.
What I'll do is
Nardini did an amazing job with this. God bless. This is like the best
I'm
grappa.
gonna ask you about these glasses first. Pretty fancy.
Well, it's the flute, right? So there's an art to all this.
Is there?
Yeah.
I thought it just looked fancy because.
No, so look at the ball, right? The ball's gonna carry it. You're gonna aerate it, and then it's gonna flow up to the flute. So you're gonna get all the smell.
So do I smell first, then
No, just
swish?
well,
Or
you're
swish?
gonna be. You don't gotta swish really, but I mean, maybe a little bit. They kind of smell that.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Right? Isn't that beautiful?
So wait, I do small sips.
Yeah, you don't shoot this down. It's not bad tequila when you're a kid, right?
Alright.
This is a social drink.
Yeah, right on Grappa.
If you see someone bottle this up, they're not allowed in my canteen anymore. Actually, I might have something for them over here. Something cheap, but anyway. Yeah.
Kicked out. All right, cool. That's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad.
This is good, yeah.
It comes in strong, and then it kind of just like mellows out.
This is probably one of the best ones. If I let you try this one, it's 60% alcohol. This is or 50%. This is another Nardini.
Yes.
You'll see the difference. This is aged, right?
I was waiting for like
this is
a kick all the way, but it kind of like smoothed out.
Amazing.
Again.
Remember, it's at the right temperature too, right? We're like at that 10 to 12 degrees.
Honestly,
not frozen.
I hope I don't turn into a Grappa fan. But
this is nice.
If
you had after dinner.
Honestly, if I can find that bottle, I might have one. You know,
I can let you taste when you get here.
No.
Nino.
What I'm gonna do is I'm tagging Chris in because if I think it's
he has
good,
his own.
Chris.
No, you gotta drink that.
No, I am. I'm gonna take it offset.
Fair enough.
Chris is coming in. Chris,
fair enough. Is he in the frame?
Yeah. All right, Chris. Tell me how it is. Like.
Yeah. It's got a lot of flavor, honestly.
It does have a lot of flavor.
Honestly, you've never tried this. When I had this for the first time, it was fantastic.
So the ones I tried just have like zero flavor, just per.
Yeah, this like Sakpa. This is like a cheaper one, right? This is a Poly, still the same district.
Yeah.
But like that's refined. This you don't get better than that, right? I got some other stuff I brought from Italy.
All right, so honestly, that was not as bad as I thought.
Better than the espresso?
Way better than the espresso.
Nice.
Yes, way better. It's like a 10 versus the espresso being down there that hurt the heck out of my throat. But listen, this was great. We actually love coming in. Thank you for always inviting us into your home, culturing us with some, Grappa.
Well, maybe we'll do food next time. In the summertime,
let's
we'll do something.
Food, right?
Yeah.
And you know what it is? We hope these Chat with Steves give people an insight of who you are.
For sure.
And then your history, your background, and ultimately we want to know more about you, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
we love the experiences of coming in here and doing these Chat with Steves, and it's our 1 year anniversary. We're gonna make it again next year.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But we do one in the summer anyways. Maybe we'll do something this summer. Make some pizzas in my backyard. Yeah, fair enough.
Pizzas, yes. Stay tuned. I told him, I was like, listen, we've drank enough. It's time for the food.
Are we gonna drink some Jamaican stuff? I
got
some
overproof. Listen, lock it up.
For all your Jamaican.
No overproof. no overproof. Listen, we got it. We're good. But yes, beautiful home. Beautiful. Thank you for allowing us in once again. And yeah, man.
Awesome.
Until the next time.
Awesome.
Hey, do I even get another cheers or
salute? Yeah.
You've already finished yours.
Yeah.
Go.
Cheers to the next one,
guys.
for sure.